channel. My name is Stephanie for anyone who is new. How's it going? I hope everybody's day is a good day today. It depends on when I post this video, but today is a Tuesday. So I keep forgetting my tripod at the salon, so I apologize that this is like a rookie view, but it also makes me human and humble and kind. Okay, how does that make you kind? It doesn't. Okay. Today is a topic of interviewing slash how to get the job, what do you do, all that jazz. So you just got your hair license, right? And you're thinking, now freaking what? Like, what do I do? It depends a lot. There's a lot of factors that are going to come into play here. Like, for instance, what did you do while you went to school? Like, is that something you're gonna have to keep doing? Is that something that just got you by? Do you still live at home? Like, what is your... And then number two, you're gonna think of, what do I wanna do? Do I wanna rent? Do I wanna get paid hourly plus commission? Both? Whatever? One or the other? Do you want to do it on the side, just random kitchen hair? You know, it depends on what your goals are. It doesn't, just how you start out doesn't mean that's how you're gonna end. Take that for what it is. And then it's gonna come down to your resume and then getting the job and all of that and who you're gonna have to interview with. Do you have to do a practical? A few of those topics today, and I can give you tips and tricks on how to nail the job. There should be some fancy music playing right here. Let's just say, like, you're like me, and you had a full-time job. You couldn't necessarily leave it because you had housing attached to it, which just makes a lot of sense. Very, very confusing because I was in property management. You would think it's just a 9 to 5, it's easy to go and leave and all that. Well, I also got half off housing, so it was definitely not easy to just up and leave because that was a huge part of my income and my survival mode and whatever you want to call it. Really don't have the option to do commission unless you come in full-heartedly being like, I can only do Saturdays or whatever the case is, which is fine. Some of them will take a chance on you. I know my good friend from beauty school, his name is Jay, he did do that. He went to an Aveda salon, so he had his 40-hour-a-week job and then the hair on the side. So he was very upfront about it. He had his commission chain for your own color, so we can go over a few of those as well, like what is going to be better for you. So let's just say that you are still living at home, or so that's what I had to do. I had to rent, I did hair. There's a few things that are misconstrued when you are going into renting. It's like, you're your own boss, you can do whatever you want, wear whatever you want, da 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 da. Well, you still have bills due, you still have to get your color in line, you still have to do a good job, you still have to market yourself, you have to do all those things. So for me, that worked because I had a 9 to 5 and I had my work done very early, so I was able to get on the computer and market my social media. So that's what I did. And it worked out for me, but don't think that I was like sleeping, you know, I would stay up till midnight doing hair. If it went sideways, whatever the case was, I would be there on a Saturday after working 40 hours a week and keep going. And then I'd also go on Sundays too. At the time though, she was closed on Sundays, so I would go Wednesday night, Thursday night, and then Saturday. So I would just literally after work and then go on Saturday. So I had 2 jobs at one point. Then I decided to move and I just opted out of that salon, gave up my clientele, all that jazz. I also gave up that job. So, you know, I changed a lot in my lifetime and I don't regret one bit of it, and I continue to learn and I continue to grow and I continue to better myself. So that's one option you can do if you decide that, hey, I'm living at home. Like, I don't know why I'm using that as an example. Like, maybe you just didn't have a job yet. Maybe you had a really like low-key job, one that's like easy to get again, I guess. You know, I'm not gonna downplay any jobs, but there are some out there that get you through school and then you can really do what you're, you know, at school. Let's say that that's the case and you can just leave that job, no problem, and the job that you're gonna get is gonna pay you more and all that. So we're talking hourly slash, let's not go to commission, let's just say it's a corporate situation. So I will tell you that I've been hired by MAC, Ulta, salon manager, and Amazing Lash Studio. So that is my experience as far as the beauty industry goes, and I think that's it as far as corporate situations, but I've had salon jobs here and there and I'm self-employed. So anyways, it's not difficult to get the job. You just really gotta give them your all. You gotta like be, you know, personable, you gotta be friendly and outgoing, and I can hit those sales goals, no problem. I have this experience, that experience, and I wanna take care of their hair. It's easy for me, you know, whatever the case is. Hopefully it's the truth, but you know, if you gotta fudge it a little bit, do that. But that's what they wanna hear, is that you're gonna make them money and they're gonna get all that money, and you know, you're gonna have clients in your chair. Don't think that you're gonna waltz on into a hourly paid job and you don't have to worry about clients. The only difference is like, yeah, if a client doesn't show up, you still get paid hourly as far as I'm like, if far as I know, except for like, I'm guessing if they're like, oh, well, you're 5 o'clock canceled, you're here till 6, go home, you're not getting paid. Maybe that'll happen. I'm not sure. I've never done it before. But I imagine that you still get paid if it's a 12 o'clock and you don't have a lunch that day, whatever the case is, and you still have a 1 o'clock, you know, I'm assuming you still get paid that hour. But you'll be cleaning and doing towels and things like that. So by any means is this not like one is way better than the other. You still have duties, you still have to promote yourself whatever job you end up taking, and want to do that anyways. Like, you should want to like have control over what's in your chair. I know in beauty school I had control over what's in my chair, and that's a lot like a Regis salon, a JCPenney salon, Supercuts, whatever the case. It just depends on if you want to do color and or cuts or one or the other. Don't be afraid of color. I mean, actually, if I could do things over again and I didn't have to worry about housing, I think I would love to do a hourly plus commission job, because I'm really good in sales, so I like to upsell and I like to make sure my check is bigger sometimes. So I would probably have chosen that if I was going to do it full time, and then I would be able to learn on their watch. Hey. So but you know, I didn't do it that way. Who cares, right? I mean, it's just one of those things where if you're out of beauty school and you're curious, like, that's probably where I would have gone. Less headache, less stress. You don't have to go buy your own products. You actually get your check and you go home, kind of thing. Like, yeah, you have to promote yourself, but you don't have to worry about like, do you have seminar tomorrow for the job, and how much bleach do you have left, like those types of things, and are my foils still good? You just have to bring your tools, like the heavy stuff. And again, getting those jobs are the same way, so you just want to really go and show your personality, let them know that you're there to do the job. And like I said before, I would not think that a renter is above an hourly or commission artist, because you're gonna still be there at 7 if like they need it. Like, you'll be like, oh, I don't work till 9. They're like, oh my gosh, I have to leave by 9:15 and I need this full highlight done. And you're like, oh, like, so you're gonna end up doing it because that's who you are. You want the client and you want the money. Why not? So I would still think that, like, don't let it freak you out if you're like, oh my god, I have to work weekends, this is horrible, I'm gonna be there till 7 o'clock at night and be there at 9. Like, that's a really good schedule. Like, I've been at the salon till midnight. I'm pretty sure if you're in a corporate salon, they gotta go. Like, you can come back tomorrow morning and get it altered. You never want to say fix, but you gotta go home now because like they can't pay you after a certain time, and it's just like not okay. So there's a lot of like liabilities that come into play. So let's go over resumes. So make sure you have your resume in line. So for instance, I just went through this and I didn't have, well, I do a, okay, I mean, how do I explain this? I have a 9-to-5 job now. I have a salon and I do hair on the side. So I'm still here to be there for you guys, and I love my YouTube channel, so I'm not trying to give up on that. But I did want a steady paycheck for, again, because I went from being a stay-at-home mom to not having that many clients to not really putting my all into it, and to like realizing hair's not just for me. Like, I have 2 different backgrounds, so I'm still trying to figure out what am I meant to do. So in my apartment gigs, if you will, so I'm doing really good actually, if you guys care. That's what I've been managing in this entire 2 months. My baby and my boyfriend and the household and my beauty channel, my salon, and so things are still going very well. It's a smaller salon. I just went and gave keys to somebody right now and had them sign a lease, and I clean it when I'm there. And I take the trash or whatever the case is, like make sure all the trashes are changed. Watched my video about what's it like to be a salon owner. That's the nitty gritty. So anyways, the resume part, when it came to going back to my corporate position, I had a really funky resume. I'm like, what is this? Like, I hadn't updated it in 3 years. And so anyway, I had to get creative on, I didn't say that I'm an owner because I didn't want them to think that my attention would not be on the job, because it 100% is. And my mom is there to back me up anytime I need it for the salon, and it's kind of for her too. So she does nails and skin. Anyways, I put it that, you know, basically I'm a stylist / manager, because I do manage a salon. That's what an owner is, right? So anyways, that's what I had to put on my resume. But I have a Mac computer, you guys, so you can't just get on Word document and go right to it. But you do have to pay like $80 if you do want to download Word, just so you know. If not, there is something called Velvet Jobs or Velvet Resume, and you can go online, fix it however you want, pay $1.99, and you can alter it for a week. So if you did mess up something, because I forgot to put my schooling, and I was like, oh my god, I'm pretty sure that they know I graduated high school, but imagine like I didn't get the job because they're like, you don't have a diploma, but I do. So anyways, I hopped back on, edited it, I changed it. It didn't charge me extra to be able to fix it and print it. So that is a good outlet if for some reason you don't even have a computer that's yours, or I don't know what the case is. You could do it right on your phone actually. So you can go to the Velvet thingamajig on your phone and then literally edit it like while you're on your lunch or something, in case you want to better yourself and get a higher paying job or whatever the case is. So I just wanted to go over that with you guys and make sure that your resume is up to par. As far as if it's not a corporate position and it's more of a rental position, oh, let's just say that, or well, actually I think commission salons are more the ones that are gonna make you do a practical. I've never had to do a practical except for in school. So if you did have to do a practical, just do what you do best. So if they ask you to do a highlight, do a highlight. If they ask you to do a color and a highlight, do that. If they ask you to just do a color, and you bring your model. People overthink and then they get scared, but you know you do a good job, just do a good job and make sure you do the damnedest job when you're there. So, and plus if you have a friend that's there to be your model, you want that to be like, you know, good anyways. Oh, and then just in case you guys were curious, so the reason that I ended up not working for MAC, because I actually did get the job and I was hired on and I worked there for 2 hours, but then I got a call on my way home saying that there was like drama with like an ex-employee and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, no problem. So I just didn't want to work at the location that was offered to me after that. And so I just called it for what it is. They offered it to me again like a month later. It was so cute when the manager called me back because she went on vacation. She was like, I could not, or like she was actually the store director or whatever it's called. I was just like, I could not pick up the phone and call you. I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, don't be embarrassed. It happens. Like, it's fine. And so I was giving them another chance, and that's when the Ulta salon manager position came available. So I was like in limbo with her, but I was also like right about to open my salon, and I was like, I don't think I could do this, because when you work for Ulta, you can't do both. You can't freelance anyway, like in hair or makeup. So just be sure you're aware of that as well. Be careful if you're signing an agreement, because you're saying that you will not take any of those clients with you, and I heard that those can hold up in court. That's up to you if you want to take that chance. I'm too I'm a rule follower, so I probably wouldn't do things like that. I'm like, okay, like, and then if they find me, they find me. A lot of people aren't like that, so so definitely just be careful. Make sure you read the fine print and make sure it's something that you want to do. But even just the experience you gain, I mean, you'll build clientele like that, so just make sure that you take that into consideration as well. If you work for MAC in itself in a different setting, like a Nordstrom or a Macy's or an actual MAC, then you could freelance. That was another thing I'm toying around with, but I really do want to get rid of weekends unless it's on my own terms, which would be hair or weddings or something like that. So that's where I'm at right now. On Monday through Friday, I finally got what I wanted. I put it out there into the universe. We're here. It was so cute that my people missed me. I went back to my literal old position at the same property, and they were so confused, and I was like, it's fine. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. So, but anyways, it didn't end up working out there because I'm still working weekends, and I was like, eh. So, I start my new job tomorrow. That's it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope I helped. If I didn't, I'm really sorry. You can give it a thumbs up, down, thumbs up, down, because that's what we do here. If you guys ever have any ideas for me to film, I'm more than welcome to hear them out, and I like making videos, so definitely don't be afraid or shy to ask me. You guys continue to follow your dreams, and I'm not saying that it's over for me with hair. It's just that right now, you know, it's just where we're at, okay? Everybody does it. I just didn't want to necessarily go to different salon because it's kind of weird since I do own one. So I mean, that's kind of where we're at, and it's just slow time for everybody, especially if you didn't have a clientele. And y'all, I had like 3 clients to my name, okay? So like, I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew what I was doing. I still know what I'm doing. But I'm also like a risk taker, and everyone that freaks people out. I'm never like, I don't know, I don't stop looking, I don't stop searching, I don't settle. But not everybody's like that, and I'm gonna continue to do something until it's worth my while when I am away from my son, because that is what it comes down to. It's like, you're my baby and I was a stay-at-home mom forever, and now I gotta go work, and this is crazy. It makes you more independent, and you know, I just want to teach my son as much as I can. You know, he can learn from me, like, oh my god, my mama worked and all this stuff. Like, because I can tell you right now, I do not remember my mom staying home with me, and she stayed home with all 3 of us. It is what it is. I mean, but kudos to you for staying home. Like, trust me, I don't regret that, and I'm like sad every day when I'm not doing that, but it's okay. It's for the greater good in a sense, because it makes him a well-rounded child, and he gets along with everybody, and like, you know, he was mama's boy, you know, forever. So it's like, I like that he like goes to people now, because before he just wouldn't go to anyone, and they're like, well, you're not here. He's like, I'm like, I know. I'm like, oh, so it makes it awkward. Anyways, not that I have to explain myself, but I feel the need, and I'm sorry, but you know, mom guilt, you know how it goes. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you don't, but thanks for the view if you didn't like it, right? You guys do nail the jobs that you want. Remember to keep it out in the universe and put it out there and just keep trying and putting your best foot forward. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!